about the betterment for your life with Haus and home. Yeah, it's all about the betterment for your life with Haus and home.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of Haus and Home, where you can get your fix on all of your home and lifestyle needs. Now, tonight we have an interesting lineup, and in no particular order, we have Cooking with Goodman Fielder, Healthy Minds with Dr. Ambi. We have Rosemary Mawe with the BSP update, Chef Roger from Medang Star International, Brian Bell with Leon Gawi, and Snapshot with Teresa and Thinzi. So for tonight, we begin our show with Cooking with Goodman Fielder. Enjoy. Good evening and welcome to Cooking with Goodman Fielder. Now tonight I'm going to show you a very simple recipe that you can make at home. Now this is a recipe that you can use your oven at home. Yes, the recipe for tonight is we're making homemade pizza. Now as you can see, our main ingredient for this recipe is the plain flour. You can get these at the nearest supermarket near you. To go with our flour, we have some salt. So I have 2 teaspoons of salt. We have a tablespoon of sugar. We have another tablespoon of yeast. Now for our topping, pizza topping, we have some onion. We have 1 single onion, which I will chop later on the show. We have a tomato. We have some canned mushrooms. And we have cooked chicken, and we also have some cheese to go on our topping. Now for our base, we're using barbecue sauce for our pizza base. And here, as you can see, I have 300 grams of plain flour. So to start with, we're gonna add our plain flour into the bowl. So I'm just going to strain the flour. So that's about 300 grams of flour. Depends on how many pizza doughs you want to make. You can go to about 1 kilo. So as you can see, I'm using the spoon to sort of fast forward this routine here, or the step. So you don't have to do this. As you can see, it takes a little while, so I'm just gonna press the flour with the spoon. So it's quicker, much quicker. Now I guess one of the reasons why I'm doing this is so that when we add all the ingredients and the water, we do not have any flour that's not mixed properly. So the water is just gonna mix everything up. Also, to avoid the grain, as you can see, I've got some leftovers there, so that's one of the reasons. Another reason why we're doing this. Just gonna put this to the side. So now what I'm gonna do is add some salt. So we have 2 teaspoons of salt, and here we have some warm water. So this is about 4 to 5 cups of warm water. So I'm just gonna add some salt. We have a tablespoon of sugar, and we have a tablespoon of yeast. Now I'm going to add about 300 grams of sunflower cooking oil. Now sunflower cooking oil contains 30% less saturated fat, which is really good for you. Or for another healthier choice, you can always use the Crisco vegetable oil. It's also good for you. So we're going to add our cooking oil. Now I'm also going to add not too much of the milk, so I'm using Meadowfresh. This is the low fat and contains less fat as well, so another good choice. So I'm just gonna give all the ingredients a mix. So we wanna make sure all the ingredients are mixed and making sure that the sugar and the yeast and the salt all dissolve in the water. I think we're done. So now we're gonna add the mix and start mixing our flour. Yep, so that should be enough. Okay, so we're gonna mix our dough on the table, so we're just gonna move this to the side. More plain flour. Yep. So this should be enough for one dough, because we want to make a pizza base. So make sure you wash your hands. I've already washed my hands. Okay, I think we're almost there, because after we make our dough, we're gonna leave it, put it on the side and leave it for about 40 minutes and let it rise. Okay, so we're just gonna pop this into our bowl and put a foil on top and leave it for about 40 minutes and let it rise. Okay, so now we're gonna put this in the fridge and let it stay for about 40 minutes. Okay, so without having to wait 40 minutes now, earlier I did make one, and as you can see, that's the pizza base. So that's sitting here on the pizza tray. What we're gonna do now for our next step is start putting on our toppings. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put some pizza base onto the pizza. So what I'm doing is evenly distributing our pizza base. Okay, put this to the side, and now we're gonna start chopping our toppings. So we have here a whole onion, now it's up to you. You can cut these into halves or little pieces. Just leave this there because that's enough onion. Some tomato. That'll do. So you don't necessarily have to use what I'm using. You can use capsicum, if you want chili, pineapple, up to you, whatever you feel like. Okay, I'm just gonna add some cheese first. Just a few cheese on top first, because we've got our chicken to chop up. So I just wanna evenly distribute each ingredient that I have here for our topping. Some onion. Some tomato. Now we're gonna chop up our chicken so you can still mix this together. Now you don't necessarily have to use chicken, you can use bacon, ham, whatever meat you feel like. Alright, so we add our first lot of chicken. And this is a big meal, so probably about 2 to 3 people can have this for lunch. You can even have this for dinner if you feel like it. Now our final ingredients. And one good thing about making pizza is you can add whatever you feel like. So we're pretty much done. The last thing I need to do is add the final cheese. If you like cheese, you can put more cheese, up to you. And this is just so that the cheese can hold all the toppings together. Edges. Okay, so our pizza is now to go into the oven and it's going to take about 15 to 25 minutes. So it's after 25 minutes, let's say 20 minutes, and it's time to check our pizza. Okay, so now we're going to slice our pizza into 6 or 8 pieces. And there you have it. There's your pizza. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Cooking with Goodman Fielder. Until next time, it's bye for now. Welcome back. You're watching House and Home. Now, to the ladies, this next segment is for you. If you're into corporate world or business, then this outfit is for you. Here's a snapshot with Tinzi and Teresa.
This week, both Tinzi and I showcase two different types of outfits. Starting off with the formal suit, I start with a two-piece long pants and the jacket with a silky long-sleeved shirt. You can see that it looks more like red, but it's actually maroon. This is one of the best attires required to be worn in a business environment and makes one look more presentable and remarkably professional. Separately, the silky sleeve looks just perfect and fits well with the combination. You can either choose a matching color for your footwear. Well, I decided to wear this pair of high-heeled black shoes with side zippers. Followed by Tinzi contributing as well with a more delightful color such as purple this time around. This attire includes a two-piece as well, including a light purple long-sleeve shirt, a long front pants with a jacket for sure, and a matching color of a pair of purple shoes along with the attire, making it look more and more complete. We proudly say that our formal outfits came all the way from the Philippines. For the second outfit, we have for you some floral corporate dresses which can also be worn to corporate gatherings, functions, meetings, and many more, but come in different colors. As you can see, Tinzi and I are wearing absolutely the same dresses with the same floral designs, but come in different colors. These dresses are less than 10 kina, which we bought at the Paradise Clothing at 4 Mile, Boroko, in the nation's capital, Port Moresby. The dresses also have ropes that can be tied in front or around the neck. That is just optional. For the footwear, we have flats, both blue and pink, all from Arimat and less than 20 kina. If you choose to wear heels to go along with the dresses, that would be great as this can be more eye-catching. Yep, and that's all we have for you on Snapshot tonight. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Teresa and Tinzi. I'm sure the ladies have a fair idea on how to dress up to look corporate and yet classy. After the break, we join Leon Gawi on Shopping with Brian Bell. Welcome back. House and Home is a program where you can get all the ideas you need for your home and lifestyle needs. So for this beat, we join Leon Gawi with Shopping with Brian Bell.
Good evening and welcome to Shopping with Brian Bell. I'm your host, Leon Gawi. Tonight, we cover a topic that's very dear to my heart, Rugby League. Yes, it's back for 2016, and I'm excited about it because Brian Bell has all the stuff that you need that'll cover you for this 2016 NRL season. We have great TV sets and NRL merchandise that can get you through. Now, before we start, I'd like to show you my NRL startup kit.
Your team jersey and your team football.
So now, let's get started.
Rugby League is our national sport, and almost everyone in PNG supports a team in the NRL.
PNG goes absolutely crazy over this sport. For some, it's like a religion. So what better way to start off this 2016 season than with some merchandise from us here at Brian Bell.
Brian Bell stocks a great range of NRL merchandise, like jerseys, caps, and supporters rugby balls. We've got merchandise for all your teams, like the Storms, the Bulldogs, the Panthers, and the Eels, just to name a few.
So why not show your support in the best possible way and pick up one of these jerseys and support your team? Once you're done supporting, then you can pick up one of our footies and then have a bit of backyard footy to emulate what your heroes did on TV. Now, not only is the NRL season starting, but also our very own SP Hunters are kicking off their campaign this coming weekend.
You may or may not know by now that Brian Bell stocks and sells genuine Hunters merchandise, including the supporters polos, training shirts, shorts and singlets, and the replica jerseys.
Now, I know that we Papua New Guineans are very passionate about our rugby league. What better way to show your loyalty and passion than to pick up one of these Hunters merchandise from a company that's 100% PNG, Brian Bell, and show your support.
Get yourself your supporter shirt and get behind our boys as they kick off their campaign.
Now, we've only solved half the problem here. You've got your supporters jersey and your supporters football, and you're ready to support. But there's still something missing. Where to watch the game? Now, why not watch the game, not for just 1 or 2 matches, but for the whole entire season from the comfort of your own home with your new TV? Where can you find a good TV that won't break your budget? Brian Bell, of course.
There is a diverse range of quality televisions that are well priced and guaranteed to keep you entertained with footy this year.
Let's take a look at some.
Check out our 23-inch Star Vision LCD TV. This TV is portable and easy to move, and it's ideal for the single person's room, a couple, or a small family.
Star Vision is a quality brand, and it's backed up by Brian Bell's service guarantee. Now, if you're looking for a quality TV to watch your footy on, this TV is selling at a really good price, and it's perfect for you to watch your favorite team. Now, our next product is this 40-inch Star Vision television. Like I said, Star Vision equals quality.
This TV is reasonably priced and will definitely make watching your favorite team that much better.
How? Well, with its large HD screen, you won't miss any of the action, and its sleek design and strong legs, it's a perfect fit for your living room.
The bigger screen also means more people can clearly watch all the action.
Now, if you're worried about space, then these wall mounts are perfect for your flat screen TV. If your TV room or your living room is a bit too small and can't fit a table with the TV on top, then check out our Ross wall mounts. They will effectively save you space.
Your TV is easily mounted on the wall and you can enjoy the game. There are a range of different mounts to choose from: the flat to wall mount, the tilt wall mount, double arm full motion LCD mount, and the swivel and tilt mount.
Our final product to showcase is this sharp 50-inch LED Aqueous TV. Why is this TV the best to watch your footy on? Well, there are multiple reasons, but the one that sticks out for me is the LED feature on this TV.
If you didn't know, LED is an acronym for light emitting diodes. This means the light is projected from the back of the television through the diffusers, polarizers, LCD panel, and the analog coating to the display screen.
Now, this backlight separates the LEDs, making it a more intense RGB coloring scheme in the TV, thus giving you vibrant colors and more high-def quality in the picture display. Now, imagine all the amazing tries and hits and special moments you could catch in this rugby season with your 50-inch sharp television. You won't miss anything. It'll almost be like you're down on the field with the players themselves for every big hit, every big tackle, and every great try.
This is an excellent addition to your living room and makes watching games that much better.
So as you've seen tonight, Brian Bell is your stop to make your viewing of this 2016 NRL season a reality. Come to any of our home centers, pick up that NRL merchandise, step out in your team colors and support your team. Pick up a TV set that's ideal for you and watch all the action you want to watch from this 2016 Rugby League season. And always remember, great prices, great products. That's Brian Bell. Go the SP Hunters, go the mighty Broncos. Good night and God bless.
Thank you, Leon. Now, viewers, if you're in Port Moresby, make sure you visit the Brian Bell Home Centre in Gordons. And for those of you outside of POM, make sure you visit your nearest Brian Bell Home Centre near you. We'll go for a quick break, and up next, we join Dr. Ambi. You're watching House and Home. If you've just joined us, welcome to the program. If you're a couple watching this at home, please pay attention as Dr. Ambi has some facts about adult divorce. He is Dr. Ambi. This is Healthy Mind with Dr. Ambi, proudly brought to you by Telecom PNG Limited.
Good evening and welcome to this edition of Healthy Minds with Dr. Ambi. Dr. Ambi, thank you so much for having me on the show with you tonight. It's a pleasure. All right, viewers, we'll be talking about one of the common issues, that is facts about adult divorce. All right, I will let Dr. Ambi speak to us on that.
Well, thank you, Teresa. You're always so kind and so beautiful to lead us to certain topics, which I'm sure the viewers will love to hear. And we decided to talk about divorce. Is that right? You know, the
Yes.
facts. So I think today, viewers, I love to talk about the adult divorce facts, or facts about adults divorce. Well, divorce itself is like a marriage when it gets dissolved into two partners get together and say, na empinis now, married empinis now, you by go lo court or lo way law or passing blow, you know, culture,
That's
you know,
right.
different culture people, they have different ways. So when they end the marriage is the one which causes divorce or so-called divorce. If you look at the fact, I think you said it in the, you know, there is one of the highest rates and things, and I won't go because of the time factor. I know that, Trees and the viewers, that there are 50% USA, if you take USA, there are 50% divorce rates, and Belgium is 70% divorce rates.
Okay.
But I found that probably in, you know, Italy, you know, and where that's, you know, more culturally bound, the divorce rates are not that bad as, I'm not pointing finger, but that what I found out from my reading is leading to that way. But also we know that cohabitation actually results in divorce rate, but cohabitation, that means living together, itself does not cause divorce, but cause afterwards, but the cohabitation do have an impact on a divorce itself. That's, or some studies have shown that. Yeah, the reasons for a divorce, like we are talking about the facts
Yes.
about divorce. So when we talk about the reasons for divorce in many issues, is one of them is boredom. That means getting a bit bored is one of the issue, and also you will feel, is it just because of the two personalities, you see?
right.
So the cohabitation, or whatever you look at it, is the personalities, they're living together. We forget that once you get to know each other and you're going to marry and you don't realize that you're going to be sleeping together and getting up together, doing things together, and it's like a conflict, if you don't get along with it. So we need to be preventing. I think listening to that, you guys can make a better choice who you want to live with. That's one of the reasons. So boredom is one of them, and age differences. By me looking more plenty or pikinini or team or say money tasol na by go kalap lo piney mol man and a big play age difference or different ethnic groups. Remember that this has got a price to pay at the end. It's your emotions. Divorce is not something simple. You get divorced and you can walk away. It's got a lot of mental health impact and suffering and things. And incompatibility is another issue. So we know that boring or boredom, and also age difference, incompatibility, and sick of the mind, that mental health issues. If somebody has got mental health issues like depression or major mental issues and things,
it
also
plays a big role,
can,
right?
yes, can. And religion also is one of the causative factors. So if you're not having religious or two different denominations, two different religions, they all have some kind of factors contributing. And culture, adultery and abuse like domestic violence and sexual violence and other things, poor communication. That's very saddest part.
One of the biggest things, like you said, about boredom is like your single life is different from your marriage life, right? So when things don't work out, there's always someone has to be bored, or and that's very good. It's a very good point that you're stressing.
Teresa, the other thing, when you said boredom, like some of the wife or husband, it can be anybody. I'm not pointing, I'm not a woman to support only women. I mean, even men, together I support them. But some of them, they go on with the mobile phone, work on it full time. They are concentrating on getting facts or playing games or watching games, while the wife or the husband, the other partner is sitting and watching, and there's no time to talk about. So that's also one of the yes, it happens because nowadays the social changes are happening. We have to talk about that issue. So poor communication. If you don't talk about what is happening in your life, workplace, have a trust. If you don't bring that trust and communicate, can have money. Or we think, money is all or bring happiness. No, money can bring positive and negative effects. That's one of the issues. Sexual problems. If they don't have a sexual attractions or something, party goers, they get together, they got married now, all fine him, through money no got this la, or Mary no got this la, want him something sexual issues, we don't have to feel shy. These are coming to the clinics, and also lifestyle. And then there are many more actually reasons for, they bring that as a reason, okay, we can't get along, we want to go in divorce. So these are some of the reasons, Teresa. Divorce can be also be fault or fault-based or not fault-based. That fault-based means when a person, both like the marital partner, will find out that something which is not right, like I said, adultery, abuse or addiction or no money or this kind, and there are no fault. That is another group, that husband and wife get together, we can't get on amicably, they just wanted to go freedom, more independent. So these are some of the way of the facts about divorce, a marriage coming up to a term to become divorce. When the divorce is, remember viewers, when there is a divorce is on, there is going to be something, that is the assets and the liabilities is going to be split. So it's not that simple as divorce, we walk away. The assets and the liabilities are going to be split or divided. Yes,
responsibilities being divided.
Divided, that's true, yes. And also, there is a risk. Teresa, the risk of entering into a divorce increases with a certain group of people. One, low income earners. have an issue, they enter into. Number 2, having a low educational level. And number 3, not being religious is also, because religion gives you some kind of base to understand your thinking. And being a child of a divorce is a high rate. You end up with a high rate. And many at the young age, when you get married, also can end up with divorce. I'm not saying this will happen, and there is a mental
to them.
Yes, and a mental health impact also. Now, divorced men, let me tell you, divorced men have high state of stress level, and work productivity goes down, and divorced person are more vulnerable to get mental illness, heart disease, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, diabetes, cancer, and other chronic. So what I want to say, why all this happen? Because the problem is due to stress, unseen, you won't know what is happening, and the trauma, what is going through, that becomes the divorced person actually leading to an unhealthy life. So these are some of the facts that we all must understand about divorce in adults. Yes.
All right, Dr. Ambi, thank you so much for helping us understand more about the facts about adult divorce. Don't forget to stay tuned for more on Healthy Minds with Dr. Ambi. We'll be talking about what impacts divorce has on children. Thank you so much and good night.
Healthy Mind was proudly brought to you by Telecom PNG Limited. Thank you, Dr. Ambi, for that. Viewers, if you've missed out on watching Dr. Ambi, you can catch this episode online by going to our EMTV website. And for those of you who watched it, I hope you took down some very important notes about adult divorce. After the break, we join Rosemary Mawe with the latest BSP update.
It's all about the better plan for your life with Haus. Yeah, it's all about the better plan for your life with Haus.
Bank South Pacific up to now has reached its communities near and far, or even those in the most remote areas of the country, bringing services into communities and making life easier. Here's Rosemary Mawe with more.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another BSP program. In our first segment, we gave some very useful information on our BSP term deposit account. We also promised for this segment, we will continue to share with you 2 more savings products. Peter Common from our products development team is here once again to tell us more about these 2 great savings products.
Thank you, Rosemary. And good night, viewers. It's good to be back, but even so, I'm back with 2 great savings products called the BSP Kundu Plus Saver and the Kids Saver. There are many BSP customers who have a savings account with BSP, which they plan to use for a long-term goal, such as equity to buy a house or to buy a car. Apart from long-term goals, customers also have short-term goals, such as buying gardening or fishing tools, hosting a family kai-kai, or traveling to the village for Christmas. We will begin with the Plus Saver. Now, the Plus Saver is the savings option for our personal customers. It is offered to individuals who have funds to save and want to earn interest on top. It is a secondary account, meaning that customers will need to have, firstly, a Kundu account to open the savings product. The product is designed to encourage a savings culture. Hence, there is no card attached for withdrawals. There is no minimum balance required. It's fee-free deposits into the account, and it comes with a 4-tiered interest plan.
Now, interesting. Now, how much do I need to open this account?
The account can be opened with an initial deposit of only 10 kina. For the saving account, you can conveniently access your funds using your electronic banking channels, including mobile banking, internet banking, telephone banking, or even our BSP mobile banking app, which we can download.
Now, how many Plus Saver accounts can a customer open?
The customer can open as many accounts for various savings goals as long as they can maintain these accounts.
Now, tell us about the Kids Savings account.
Children mean the world to their parents. They have endless dreams, special moments, future needs that are thought of and planned for every day for their children. Kids Savings Account is specially designed to encourage both the parents and children to save. More importantly, it helps you to build a savings culture for your child so that your child at this early age learns about money and, the most importantly, how to save. Imagine if you were to save a kina or two every fortnight. In a year, you would have saved enough to meet that goal for your child.
Now, how much does a child need and what are the benefits of this Kid Saver?
The account can be opened by a child age of 15 years or below, or by a parent or guardian of a child who is either too young or not confident enough to open the account, and can be opened with only 2 kina. The benefits are, it has a tiered interest plan where interest is paid monthly to the account at a balance of 10 kina or more. The account is also restricted from withdrawals during the year.
Now, I understand some parents would want to open a joint kids savings account. Is that possible?
No, joint accounts will not be allowed, as we encourage the parent to open 1 account per child. Since this is a savings account for your child, funds are locked away and will only be accessible in December and January.
There you go, viewers. 2 more great savings products for you and your child. Now, what's more exciting about these savings accounts is that in March, customers planning to open new savings account should do so in the next 4 weeks. Every new savings account opened will be registered to be in our weekly smartphone giveaway. Yes, you heard me right. We're giving away a Samsung V Plus smartphone giveaway for our weekly draw for the next 4 weeks, and at the end of the month, all registered weekly entries will qualify for a monthly draw to win a Samsung Galaxy J1 Ace smartphone. Well, viewers, that's all we have for you tonight. But before we go, we'll just recap again on our 2 great savings products, Kundu Plus Saver for personal customers and Kids Savings Account for your children.
That's correct, Rose. With the Plus Saver, the minimum amount to open an account is 10 kina, but you firstly need to have a Kundu account in order to open a savings account. You can access your funds using our electronic banking channels. This includes mobile banking and internet banking, telephone banking, as well as our BSP mobile banking app. You can have as many Plus Saver accounts as you want, so long as you can manage them. Now, for the Kids Savings Account, parents and their kids can open with only 2 kina, and the funds are locked away and only accessible during December and January. Children aged from 15 years and below are eligible to open Kids Savings Account. It is a tiered interest plan where the interest is paid monthly to the account from amounts of 10 kina or more.
Thank you, Peter, for this great insight on these 2 great savings products. We will come back to you later this month with more BSP updates. Well, viewers, until then, good night and see you then.
Good night.
Thank you, Rosemary Mawe, for the BSP update. Let's take a quick break, and when we return, we join Chef Roger from Medang Star International in Medang.
Yeah, it's all about the better plan for your life with Haus. Yeah, it's all about the better plan for your life with Haus.
We now join Chef Roger with one of his many great recipes. Enjoy.
Today I'm going to do some local kai kai. I'm going to do some fried sago with fresh tuna and kangkung. I got chopped onions here and garlic. I got some fresh garlic as well, and some ginger and fresh tuna here, and my sak and some coconut milk. So I want to talk about tumbuna salt. Tumbuna salt is obviously ancient time thing which has started here, And this one here, it is actually from our banana skin. So it is been dried for 3 weeks in the sun, and once you dry in the sun, it actually goes black, like almost burnt. And after that, you use a coconut husk and get some water and pour the water onto the banana skin and strain it. And if you want more salt, you get some salt water from the sea. And this is actually inland Tumbuna salt. So if you have any wontoks in the coastal area, you can ask them to bring some sea water, and they can help you out with the sea water to get some Tumbuna salt. Then this one here is again Tumbuna salt. It is actually from the sea water. This bit of salt is actually from 20 liters of sea water. So 20 liters of sea water, you take it and you put in a pot and you reduce it, and it comes like this. So there is another way of coastal people do salt. Then there's another way of doing salt is like the firewood which is floating in the water, sea water. You take that one out and put it under fire and burn it, but don't make ash. And again, the same process of the other Tumbuna salt. Get some water and put on a coconut husk and strain it, and you get salt from that. The highlands region, they got different one which is comes from a rock, which is a bit of brownish color, which is also very precious as well. They also trade that one for pigs as well. Okay, now I'm going to start my saksak. And what we do is we fry the saksak first, fry it dry, just stir it up a bit, probably about kind of 2-3 minutes. And in the meantime, I'll slice some garlic for me. You can try this at home. It's available in the market freshly. So my saksak is almost fried now. I get that onto the bowl again. Now what I am going to do is get the coconut milk into the pan. And get the fish in there. This is fresh tuna I use, but you can also use canned tuna as well. And fish doesn't take much time to cook. While fish is cooking, I get the other stuff ready. Okay, kangkung is it's called water spinach, watercress. You know, it's freely available everywhere. And kangkung, you can always kind of break it up like this. And kangkung is pretty good. And is always available in the market. So just break it up and add into it. You can cut it as well if you want to, but and give it a bit of stir. Now I want to add this garlic into that. Garlic we don't add in the first instant because it's normally burns. And a little bit of onions. Some ginger to spice it up. I'll use this salt here. Maybe a little bit of this one as well, why not? Give it a stir again. Fish is almost cooked. And a bit of pepper, cracked pepper. All right. I'm going to put this fish onto this. And a little bit of saksak here. And to get some color and spice, this chili is dynamite, so it's not for the faint-hearted. And seeds are more hotter than the skin. And a bit of garnish there. And this is fried saksak, Chef Roger style.
Thank you, Chef Roger, for that. That looked so delicious. And viewers, you can catch Chef Roger on his Facebook page for this recipe. Unfortunately, that brings us to the end of this episode. If you've missed out on the show, you can go to our EMTV website. Now remember, there's more you can get out for your home and lifestyle needs when you tune into Haus and Home. Thank you so much for your company. On behalf of the entire Haus and Home team, I'm Godwin Eki. Enjoy your rest of the viewing. It's bye for now.
Improving lifestyle. It's all about the better man for your life with Haus and Home.